Hello everyone, welcome to This Day. It is Monday, July 24th. I'm Michael Taylor. Thanks for joining us. Listen, stay put, get comfortable. We've got a great show. I don't want you to go anywhere. We have a good one for you today. OC Labs is going to be on the program. Bobby Higgins is going to be interviewing the folks from there, talking about a great service they are providing that keeps you from having to wait when you're giving blood or giving some sort of thing when you have to go to a lab. This is a great idea, great service they're doing, so stay tuned for that. Also, folks from Deluxe Nightclub have a big show coming up, really great dancer. We're going to talk to that dancer. We're going to talk to Ray Boggio and Ann Monserrat about the performances they have coming up, so stay tuned for that. We want to keep you informed. It's summer, the spring blooms are kind of gone, and everybody's starting to do some landscaping. And a great idea for you is to make sure that you call Landscaping Services Department, and they will come and pick up your clippings for you. All you need to do is call Resident Services before noon on Thursday at phone number on your screen, 949-597-4600, and they'll be picking it up for you on Friday morning. Please do not place the clippings in the recycle bins or the organic recycle bins. That's not what those are for. So place the clippings or the garden waste right there on the curb as close as you can, and they will come get it for you. Let's take a look outside and take a look at our weather. Man, it was muggy yesterday. It was a couple raindrops here and there, and we're going to have that same kind of muggy humidity without all the clouds today. We're going to get up to 84 degrees, mostly sunny. It's sunny already out there if you're watching our morning show. 86. 87 is going to be the really topping out of the warmth for the week. Then we're going to have a slow kind of decline in the numbers too, but we're going to keep the 80s for a foreseeable future all the way through. Let's take a look at the sunrise and sunset. This is a great photo here. It's the sun setting over here at Laguna Beach, and that was brought to us by resident Meredith Easterbrook. And the sunrise was 5:57 this morning, sunset 7:56. Hey, we've got one meeting for you and one cancellation. Pay attention to that. And when we come back, Bobby Higgins and OC Labs.
A will is not enough to avoid probate. However, if you have a will, a trust, a complete estate plan, then you will avoid probate. We encourage you to come meet with us. It's complimentary. We'll review the estate plan, make sure that it's current, covers all of your assets, and you're actually protected.
I'd like to personally thank LS Carlson Law for all my family's estate planning needs. I highly recommend them to everyone.
Hi, I'm Linda Honey. I'd be happy to help you and your family. Please call us today.
Hello and welcome back to This Day. Joining me now is Brian Mullenbrook. Thank you for joining us. You're with OC Labs. We're so happy to have you here today. Yeah. And I have to tell you that it's so funny that you came on today because just recently I saw the OC Lab cars driving down the freeway, and then I literally had ripped out an advertisement of the OC Labs in my local neighborhood magazine, and then I come into work and they're like, oh, you're going to be interviewing Brian. Tell me, how did you come up with this idea?
Well, I've been in the lab industry for over 30 years, and it's always been part of my background with LabCorp and some other labs to open up draw stations for the patients in various communities. And recently, I've had an opportunity to be of service to my family and some of my friends to get their blood work sometimes. And they would always ask me if I could just take some time off to take them to a draw station to get their blood drawn. And I just thought, there's got to be a better way, you know? And as I thought about it, we have a fleet of 12 cars and these phlebotomists. Why don't I just send a phlebotomist to you? And then we would draw their blood simply and then bring it back to the lab and we process it for them the same day. And as I thought about that, I was like, why don't I offer this service to everybody in Orange County? So it's just really grown for us. It's been a nice niche, and it provides that personalized service, you know, that to treat everybody like a VIP. You know, it's that concierge, Nordstrom style service.
Yeah, I feel like it's a celebrity service.
Yeah,
you know,
it really
is the kind of thing really wealthy people get to have.
And we do that. We even go out to Beverly Hills sometimes, you know, so we do get to meet some really fascinating people. But yeah, it's been wonderful.
So basically, it's efficiency. Simply, the lab comes to you. And I thought this was really interesting as I was reading through the information. Your name, Mullenbrook, actually means bridge builder in German.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of funny. My whole life I've taken that mantra to really try to connect with everybody, you know, and build relationships, long-term, permanent relationships are what I value. And that's how we feel about our patients as well. So over the time that we've been servicing patients at their home, we get to know them, really focus on them. There aren't any other distractions. We take our time. So even though it's only a 10-minute process from the time we enter your home to draw your blood, it's about 10 minutes, maybe 15, 20, depending on the patient's needs. But it's in and out, and it's very convenient.
Definitely so convenient. No waiting in the labs, no perhaps getting sick, being around other people. Especially in this community, you know, some people are older. It might be more difficult to go to another appointment. You know, it seems like as I get older, there's more and more doctor's appointments and more lab work to be done. So that's so nice to have that convenience. And how do you say it? Phlebotomists?
Phlebotomists.
So these are very trained, highly trained individuals.
Yeah, they're state licensed and had hours and hours of training, and it's a rigorous process for the state to certify them as phlebotomists. And they're really trained in acute patient care and you know, drawing blood and processing all the samples exactly the way the lab, you know, prefers them to be.
Yeah, very specific field, I'm sure. And one of the other amazing thing is any test can be ordered, and you don't actually have to go through your doctor?
So you can order online on our website, orangecountylabs.com, and you can self-order tests, or you can also get an order from your physician. And we accept any order if it's on whatever rec it's on, as long as you have Medicare, Medi-Cal, CalOptima, TRICARE, you know, a non-HMO insurance. We accept it all. We'll process it in our own laboratory after we draw your blood. It's to our lab within a couple of hours, and it's on the machine and processing. And usually all your results are back the very next day.
That's crazy that the turnaround can be that quickly. I don't think even at normal lab places that I get it that quickly. So what a great idea. I think this is just fabulous. I can't wait to use it myself.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I was already planning on calling you guys.
Okay.
So a little side note, I understand you're a Kansas City Chiefs fan.
Yeah, how'd you know that?
Some of the paperwork that came through as well.
Yeah, well, I don't want to alienate anybody, but I've enjoyed a really good run the last few years. Yeah.
Now, have you done any famous celebrities, or is that like HEPA, you can't discuss?
Yeah, so one thing I think is really important to know is that we're very discreet, and I know that the city, some of the municipalities that we work with, you know, a lot of the police officers and firemen and first responders, military, they like that kind of discreet service where they're kind of coming in and, you know, taking care of their business in 5 minutes and then leaving. So same thing with the celebrities, like they don't really want to go to a draw station, and you know, they just want that privacy. So we really respect that.
What are all the different types of testing that can be done?
So I would say that all of your chemistries, your basic blood chemistries can be done. Special chemistries like hormone levels, tumor markers, any infectious disease testing we do, hematology. I mean, we basically do it all. So it's all done in-house in our 6,000 square foot facility located here in Orange County. And it's not shipped down to San Diego or up into LA. It's all done here locally.
And you have 2 facilities where you could go into if you want, or otherwise you will drive out to them?
Yeah, so we have a facility 2 facilities in Huntington Beach, and we're opening up one in Westminster and maybe Las Vegas. So we're kind of exploring that opportunity. right now.
We could eventually perhaps see OC Labs all across the country.
Yeah, well, I don't know. We're going to keep it small, keep it simple, and just really focus on the patient. That's what's important. So if you're a mother or father, need to get some testing done, it's like, so you're taking the day off to go, escort them, and they have other things they have to bring with them, and it's a lot. It's a project, and we'll just go there in about 10 minutes. We'll take care of business and come back and run the test.
Now, how does it work? So if you have a piece of paper and it has the labs checked on there, you can just go online and find those same codes to say this is what I need, or do you just say I just need blood work? How specific do you have to be?
So those requisitions really do help us on the specifics. We only need a copy of that. But to simplify the process, all a patient has to do is to call our laboratory, tell them that they have some blood work needs to be done, and we'll schedule it. We'll pre-qualify if there's any insurance issue or any send-out issue. But it's just a simple phone call, and then we have trained people that will take those calls and walk the patient through all their questions.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Sounds easy peasy. Love it.
Yeah.
So if you want to check them out and see what it's all about, you can go online to orangecountylabs.com or give them a call at the phone number on the screen.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brian. Appreciate you joining us.
Thanks, Bobby.
Stay with us. We have more coming up on This Day. We'll be right back.
Hi there, we're Orange County Labs. Please call us today for your VIP concierge phlebotomist in-home lab collection appointment. We simply come to you in the safety and convenience of your very own home for any lab test. As a covered benefit at no cost to you, we will draw your blood for your physician with results the very next day. One call to Orange County Labs does it all. We look forward to seeing you all soon.
The Lux Nightclub has a big show coming up, and joining us to talk about that, we have Ray Boggio and Ann Montserrat. Thanks for coming in. Thanks a lot. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. Ray, tell me a little bit about the Lux Dance Club in general for folks who don't know.
Okay, yeah. So there's a lot of great dance clubs in the village. Actually, I'm president of this club, but I'm also president of TGIF.
Oh, wow.
So a lot of great dance clubs. Each one has their own flavor, and ours really kind of focuses on a format that kind of has a portion of it, a segment of it that deals with almost like you're at Dancing with the Stars. We end up having about 2 or 3 different dances done by really good amateurs, amateur professionals, or professional that some people just show up for the show.
Yeah, right. And they're like, I'm not following that.
right. Yeah.
And Ann, you have a professional background. You've danced all over the world, I'm guessing, maybe. And we have a clip of you dancing at a kind of a Dancing with the Stars Vietnam version. I want to show for just a second here, and then we'll talk about it. It's amazing. So what dance are you dancing out there? Tell us a little bit about this dance and this performance.
Okay, we dance samba for this particular dance. This is a samba international style, Latin.
Amazing. And what kind of training goes into this? I mean, months and months of preparation, I'm guessing? Weeks and weeks?
Well, I used to practice like 12 hours a day. and we import our coaches from England like every quarter. But we train every single day, no day off, even Sunday.
Oh.
So, yeah.
All right, and Ray, we have Argentine Nights coming up, and I'm guessing Anne's going to be part of that.
She is, yeah. We're going to do something kind of interesting. We're going to do a couple of flavors of Argentine tango, and at the same time also a fusion with American style tango.
Mm-hmm.
So it should be kind of fun to watch.
Mm-hmm. And you're going to get out there too?
Oh yeah,
absolutely, right. So how long have you been dancing? When did you first start? How did you get into all this?
Well, when I was younger, I used to compete in like little nightclubs and stuff like that. But about 8 years ago, I decided to really formalize my training, and Anne was one of my first instructors / dance partners. We used to compete. We used to do really, really well. So and we started then, and then I moved on to another partner for a while, but now we've teamed up again.
Okay. So your training was just, I watched somebody and I started dancing. I mean, you didn't really have any formal training back in the day?
Back in the day, I didn't have any formal training. So, but now I do have formal training, yeah.
And what's it like going from like myself or anybody else goes dance, where I kind of know how to dance, okay, I can move around a little bit, to that? Is it a whole new world for folks?
Well, especially if you start competing, because in competition they're looking for very specific things, and so you can be good on the floor in a social dancing setting, but when you go into a competition setting, it's a little different because you have structure, and you can develop some bad habits if you're just doing what I was doing. So,
well, I'm sure it was pretty good, and you've kind of come up through the professional ranks, obviously. What got you started?
Well, before I became a ballroom dancer, I started as a jazz dancer.
Okay.
And that's my basic foundation of dancing. And from there, everything is history. Yeah, I trained international.
Well, what first got you to say to yourself, you know, I think I could do this, or I want to do this, or what kind of sparked that inside of you?
Well, I started dancing. Ever since I was a child, I loved to dance. But unfortunately, I have a health condition. I have asthma. So when I turned, I think around 13, I have a severe asthma attack.
Oh, wow.
And then my doctor advised me like, hey, we need to improve your lungs. And so you need to have some activity because I'm very sickly as I grow as a child. Like, every week I was talking with my own daughter, like, I don't have a very happy childhood because most of the time I'm in the ER.
Oh my goodness.
So when my doctor advised me like, hey, you need to do some activity. You don't just stay in the house and, you know. So my doctor advised me to do some activity like swimming, and then maybe you could try to do some dancing, and like, oh, that's what I love. And my mom like, uh-oh. And, you know, I came from a very conservative family, and like, so my mom doesn't have any choice, like, okay, I have to support you. So yeah, that's the beginning of my dancing.
Now, what was it like when you first decided to say, I'm gonna turn professional, I'm gonna do this, I wanna take this to that next level? What made you make that decision?
Well, I've seen the international style was introduced way back in the Philippines. There are some foreigners, like from European dancers, came to the Philippines, and when I saw these couples, like, oh my goodness, I want to be like that. And not just like that, I want to be the top of my country. And over the years, yeah, that brought me here in the United States.
That's amazing. It's a great story. So Ray, not everybody has to be able to dance like Anne to come out there and enjoy it, right? Is it kind of all comers? No.
No, and that's one thing that, you know, we have a lot of people that attend the ballroom dance clubs, and we have a lot of people that attend the other clubs that are much more freestyle. For us, we play music in such a way that's very inclusive. Everybody can come and have a good time.
What's your favorite part about doing this? I mean, you're the president of 2 dance groups, so
Yeah.
you must love it. What is it about it that keeps you coming back?
Well, so there's different focuses in the 2 different clubs. TGIF is just traditionally one of the best clubs to go to on a Friday afternoon after the end of the week, and it's just a lot of fun. So I like being part of that. The other one is we like to focus heavily on the quality of the event. Not to say that TGIF doesn't focus on quality, but we focus on it from an aspect for, from dancing to having appetizers. We really want to recreate kind of a nightclub feel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works. And Ann, do you enjoy kind of doing these demos, going to these places and doing these kind of events?
Oh yeah, I love what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you're not here, what are you doing?
I'm in the golf course. I play golf. That's the second thing that I love.
Your second thing out there, kicking the asthma, no problems.
Oh yeah. I love it. It's very good to be under the sun.
Mm-hmm. Where do you guys do your training, perform, or practice, and all that kind of stuff? Where do you guys do, making sure you're still in step and you're getting your training from Ann?
Yeah. So we train at a local studio up on Aliso Creek in Aliso Viejo called La Vida, and that's where we constantly train. I mean, train about 4 or 5 times a week.
Yes.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah.
So when you won the competition, when you did, like you said, you became the champion, what was that like for you? I mean, is it kind of like I've reached the pinnacle, or do you just even want to do even more?
Once you become a champion, you have to be more consistent, because there's so many people at the back that trying to chase you. So what happened is you have to keep on doing it. You want to be better and better.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the event one more time before we go. Argentine Nights is coming up. It should be fantastic. Tell me all about it one more time for everybody.
Oh, just real quick. Basically, our showcase is going to focus on Argentine tango. We definitely want to go back to the traditional roots of Argentine tango, which will be very interesting. And along with our showcase, we have, as always, we've teamed up with a group called RX Ballroom Dance, which is a group that provides free dance lessons by professionals. And I think we're the only club in the village that provides 60 free dance lessons a year.
Wow.
Given by professionals. And also our event will have, it's a dinner dance this time. We have a variety of choices for dinner, which are offered by the 19 restaurant. And we always have, if we don't have a band, we have DJ Caesar, which everybody loves.
Terrific. Ray and Ann, thank you so much for coming today and telling us all about this. Deluxe Dance Club, folks, don't miss it. Argentine Nights. We'll be right back.
Hi there, it's Bob Eubanks. You probably know me from the Newlywed Game, but what you may not know is I'm the only living person to have produced a Beatles show all 3 years they toured America. I've put together a great show called Backstage with the Beatles. I tell seldom or never before heard stories that lead up to music with a Beatle band on stage with me, Ticket to Ride. We're going to be here, Laguna Woods, in the Pack, September 23rd at 7 p.m.
Achieve a level of comfort you've never known before. The Daydreamer will take you through smooth movements and guide you effortlessly into your favorite positions. Adjust the power pillow for ideal support for your head and neck. This and our positioning technology allows for infinite relaxation. Lay back in zero gravity while watching TV and put your body and mind at ease. Lift your spirits and find your favorite daydream. Contact your local Golden retailer today.
It's Monday, so it's movie night. Let's take a look at our movie we have coming up for everybody here. The Answer Man with Jeff Daniels. That one's coming up. I got a little preview for it, so here's the preview. Everyone wants to meet Arlen Faber, the world-famous author in the best-selling spiritual book, Me and God, but crotchety, disgruntled Arlen simply wants to be left alone. It's working until he's pursued for advice by a single mother and a man fresh out of rehab. That is going to be The Answer Man, sponsored by Hogue, 2 p.m. with the subtitles, 6 p.m. without subtitles. So make sure you catch that one tonight and this afternoon. Got some announcements for you. Want to make sure you're informed out here. We have the California Club, and they are presenting their Sounds of Summer. And it should be pretty fun. It's going to have an open bar and dance music from the Larry Fresh Trio. That is going to be, if you want to make a reservation, you have to do that by very soon, 949-342-4092. That's going to be today, or no, tomorrow, July 25th. So make sure you get out there and enjoy that one. One more announcement I want to tell you about. We have some auditions coming up for the Theater Guild. And they have, you don't have to have any memorization, nothing like that, but they're just going to be doing a show in September 21st. And July 26th from 1 to 4 is going to be the time for the auditions for that. So make sure you get out there and audition and see what we can do. Let's take a look outside. Let's take a look at the weather one more time before we head out. It is wonderful out there, nice and sunny. If you like it humid, you're going to love the rest of this week. It's mostly sunny today. We're going to hit 84. Temperatures are going to be climbing for the week until we get to Wednesday, and then we'll have a slow and steady decline. I'm not 100% sure what the difference between mostly sunny and sunny is. I'm not a meteorologist. I play one on TV, but that's basically it. Lots of sun, lots of sunshine, and some humidity. That's going to do it for this edition of This Day. Tomorrow on the show, Harvard Eye Associates and Village Music Club will be joining us. Make sure you join us for that. Thank you for watching This Day. You can view the show at 9 o'clock, 12:30, and 5 p.m. For everyone here at Village Television, we hope you make this day a great one.
At Healing Hearts Emergency Animal Hospital, we are dedicated to emergency veterinary care through high-quality veterinary services and compassion. We offer state-of-the-art diagnostics at competitive pricing. Our doctors will see and care for dogs, cats, and most exotics. In case of emergency, rest assured Healing Hearts Emergency is here for you when your primary veterinarian is closed. Open nights, weekends, and all major holidays.
I'm Stephanie Landon, talking to you today about a significant risk for breast cancer, dense breast tissue. About 40 to 50% of women between the ages of 40 to 74 have dense breast tissue, a factor that has been associated with up to 4 times the risk for breast cancer. Speak with your physician about the best options for your health and if supplemental screening is right for you.